What the heck?
What is that?
I don't know, but the cat led us right to it.
Ew, we should definitely follow the cat.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Make sure you don't get caught on the fence. Holy bro!
Looks like a cave in over there.
Holy. What the heck is that?
These Appalachian camping encounters will make you question every trip into the woods. One explorer recorded a towering figure behind the trees, while another spent the night with something circling her shelter. What do you think they encountered? The footage was filmed by Miranda and later uploaded to her TikTok account, miranda.king. She and two friends were hiking through the Appalachian Mountains on what at first seemed like an ordinary day. They had explored the trail before, so they decided to walk a short distance away from the main path. At the time, they had no idea what they were about to encounter.
You need help looking for them?
Did y'all see that?
Without any warning, a young girl appeared among the trees holding a stuffed animal. She was speaking quietly, and her words were difficult to understand at first. However, Miranda and her friends soon realized the child appeared to be looking for her parents. The discovery immediately unsettled the group.
Did y'all see that?
Where are you going?
Hey, do you know where your mom is? Or your dad? Are you lost? Are you lost?
We're trying to help you.
Are you okay?
We're friendly.
They had never expected to find a young child alone in the middle of the forest. They quickly trusted their instincts and calmly offered to help. Miranda and her friends tried to reassure the girl that they were friendly and only wanted to make sure she was safe.
Are you okay?
We're friendly.
Are you lost?
You know where your mama and dad is, so you can get with them? You shouldn't be by yourself out here.
Say
Huh?
what?
My daddy got pee.
He went pee?
He got on the car.
Here, I can't hear you. I'm gonna get a little closer so I can hear you.
The child seemed frightened and continued speaking softly while tightly holding her stuffed toy. The camera stopped recording before the situation was resolved, leading many viewers to later ask Miranda what had happened.
Alright, so quick story time before bed. The little girl was walking around lost. There was a grandmother and a couple of other kids, and the mom was out looking for them. We didn't see them, or else we would have also brought them back to the grandmother. I grabbed my uncle and also saw the grandmother and reunited them. Not sure how they got separated, but I guess that's why they have leashes for kids. But it's all good. I just thought it kind of looked like Blair Witch Project, so that's why it's called the Ghost Girl video. Anyway, good night.
Miranda later confirmed that the girl had been safely reunited with her grandmother. The child was unharmed, and the frightening situation ended without anyone being injured. The girl was fortunate that Miranda and her friends found her first. But what if someone else had reached her instead? Sometimes the danger you never notice is the most frightening, as the next video will reveal. The video was uploaded on December 2, 2019 by Explore World, a YouTube channel run by a group of friends who enjoy exploring abandoned places and documenting their experiences. In this episode, they traveled deep into the forest to investigate an abandoned naval base. They pushed through thick vegetation and tangled branches before finally reaching the deserted location. From the moment they arrived, the area felt unsettling.
Digga, just keep your head down, keep your head down. I'm just crawling. What the heck? Right on. Fuck, you scared the shit out of me.
There's bats in there.
Oh, I'm not going to...
There's bats flying everywhere.
They can.
Oh,
They will bite you. They feel like
This one's a video.
this is a building that the people tried to burn down a while ago.
Oh, it's a good, what did you say, Chris, like 30 buildings? I know.
Time to go up the stairs. The stairs are gonna fall down on you.
After spending some time exploring outside the group, entered one of the buildings. That was when the atmosphere shifted from uneasy to genuinely frightening.
Keep going, keep going. This looks so weird. Looks like it caved in over there. Oh. What the heck is that? Yes, I got that on video. What the heck was that? Dude, what was it?
Something like literally got thrown.
Yeah, dude, I'm out. I'm done.
Something got thrown. You'll probably see it on video. Well, obviously,
Why would they throw something? Why would they under us?
Dude, there's 4 of us. Who's gonna mess with us? If someone was gonna beat us up, they would come out. They wouldn't throw something at us like that. Wow.
At first, they could not figure out what had caused the disturbance. They considered the possibility that someone was trying to scare them, but they also wondered if an animal had been startled by their presence. The animal explanation seemed more likely, so they relaxed and continued exploring the abandoned base.
Oh my god. Holy. Look at that. That's fully caved in there.
Yeah, dude.
Not about to go in there. But these are just caved in and we can't even go in them. This is a small building. Of course the floor is all caved in here too. Whoa, it's pretty cool though. There's like massive fireplaces in here. This building is caved in too. Whole front entrance just fell in.
Yo, you guys, we are walking over 1.6 miles. Chris wants to make content for you guys, and there might not be nothing out here.
Barbed wire. Looks like I can't.
Later, while trying to crawl beneath an opening in the fence, they suddenly heard another sound behind them. This time the group believed whatever had made the noise was moving straight toward them.
Make sure you don't get caught on the fence. Holy bro! Oh, it's people, it's people, it's people. It's people, it's people.
Yo, you good?
Hold on, I dropped my phone.
Yo, you good?
Help me, my phone. My phone. Help me. I got it.
Holy, let's get out of here, let's get out of here.
I know. No, I was like trying to go. I was trying to go like follow behind.
Let's get one out of here.
Ah, I can't walk.
Yeah. Here you gotta go.
No, dude, I can't remember. Like, I actually can't. I can barely walk.
Oh, I didn't.
Dude, it was right behind us.
Bro, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was insane.
Dude, that was one of the most insane.
So I was going like this to Dylan, right?
Dude, did it hit the fence?
You rolled?
Their reactions appeared completely genuine. The fear on their faces suggested they had no idea what was following them. The sound resembled both a scream and a growl, but it did not clearly match any familiar animal. Someone could have been hiding nearby and trying to frighten them. However, the group was deep within the Appalachian region, where isolated forests can make even ordinary situations feel much more threatening. Echoes inside abandoned buildings can distort sounds and make them seem closer than they actually are. Even so, their panic appeared real. Was someone pursuing them, or did the forest turn an ordinary noise into something terrifying? A man was hiking through a forest roughly 5 miles north of Blue Ridge, Georgia. He carried a camera as he made his way through the quiet woods. He had heard stories about strange encounters in the area, but he had never believed them. That changed when he spotted a shadow beside a tree. At first he thought the movement had been caused by the wind. Then the figure shifted and appeared to stand on 2 legs. It swayed from side to side as though it were trying to stay concealed. The man remained still and kept recording. The figure quickly moved sideways before disappearing behind the tree. Its movement seemed slow and deliberate, almost as if it knew it had been seen. A slowed-down version of the footage made the figure appear even more unusual. It did not resemble a person or a bear. Whatever it was appeared large and solid. Sasquatch Mafia uploaded the footage on October 20, 2023, and many viewers believe the figure was Bigfoot. The man never went back to the forest. Shadows can distort a figure's appearance, but was it only an animal or something silently watching him? The footage was captured by Fatty Flashy, a Twitch streamer, during one of his live broadcasts. His viewers had challenged him to hike through the Appalachian Mountains, a region surrounded by online stories about mysterious people living deep in the forest. At first, he refused the challenge. However, after the request reached 20,000 likes, he agreed to enter the area and live-streamed the entire trip. Everything seemed normal when the broadcast started. Fatty Flashy filmed the forest and the surrounding landscape as he continued walking through the area. He eventually stopped beside a creek to show viewers where he was and give them a closer look at the scenery. That was when the live stream suddenly took a disturbing turn.
Especially with my hands. Yo, there's somebody watching you on the back. Where?
Several people in the live chat claimed they could see a figure standing behind a tree in the distance. The person appeared to be watching Fatty Flashy from inside the woods. He looked around, but did not notice anything unusual at first. When he checked the area again, he finally spotted the figure.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The encounter lasted only a few seconds. Fatty Flashy immediately turned away, grabbed his phone, and began walking in the opposite direction. Some viewers believed a feral person had been watching him, while others thought the encounter was staged. Did he record a real stranger, or was the scene created simply to attract attention? On October 28, 2024, Dee from the YouTube channel Dee's Dark Adventures entered a wooded former government testing area near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, with her dogs. Her channel features forest hikes, abandoned locations, and unexplained encounters. What began as a daytime exploration soon became increasingly unsettling, as strange animal behavior, unusual structures, and heavy metallic sounds appeared along the trail. Dee began the main part of the exploration by walking deeper into the former government testing grounds with her dogs Samora and Mia. Along the trail, she noticed a deer standing completely still in the distance.
There's a deer up there. I don't know if you can see him. There's a deer right there. I don't know if that might just be a fake one. It's not moved. It might be fake. No more shooting. Let's see if I can get you up here and look.
Even with noise coming from the surrounding area, the animal did not appear to react. Its lack of movement made Dee question whether it was real. Farther into the woods, she discovered several trees bent or crossed into unusual triangular shapes. Some branches appeared to have been broken and woven together, forming patterns often associated in cryptid and Bigfoot theories, with territorial markers in remote forests.
That's the first thing I've seen where it's two trees triangled. They're triangling stuff here. That's pretty cool. I mean, they triangle stuff everywhere. There's a couple leaning into it. That's cool. You got that break up there. But look at this. Look at that nest up in there. It's like a huge nest up there. Like,
she also noticed a very large nest-like structure resting high above the ground. Its size immediately caught her attention, although she could not determine what had built it. The farther she walked, the more unsettling the surroundings became. Without warning, a sudden boom echoed through the woods.
it's like a damn cannon went off. Dude, that sounded like cannon or metal. And that metal was from that bunker. I think it has a door on it. I think it had a door on it. That's insane, dude. This was a government testing facility, so I don't know if somebody's out here shooting a cannon. I guess they quit shooting. What is it? Dude.
The sound resembled either a cannon blast or a large piece of metal being struck. Dee stopped and listened, but she could not determine where it had come from. The trail eventually brought her to an abandoned military site. As she approached one of the bunkers, she noticed the heavy metal door appeared to be positioned differently from the last time she had passed it. She pushed the door open and stepped inside to inspect the interior.
Hello? No. Yeah, no. Okay. There's nothing in here. I'm done.
The bunker appeared empty, with no sign of anyone hiding inside. However, metallic sounds continued echoing around the structure, making it difficult to tell whether they were coming from the door, another bunker, or somewhere deeper in the area. After leaving the bunker, Dee followed a road connecting several former TNT storage structures. During the walk, a low and unusual sound came from the forest.
I keep turning, guys. I'm sorry. Look at the girls. I'm like, what was that? I don't know. That's what it sounded like, kind of deeper, weirder.
It resembled a deep growl or howl. Both dogs stopped and looked toward the direction of the noise, but nothing visible appeared between the trees. After completing the daytime route, she returned to the wagon and prepared to remain in the area after dark. At first, the night seemed calm, and Dee may have believed the most disturbing part of the trip was already over. Instead, something frightening began unfolding outside her shelter.
They're down there flipping out, dude. They're screaming, and they just got in their car and took off. They're like, go, go, ah, ah.
She heard distant yelling, followed by the sound of a vehicle quickly leaving the area. About 20 minutes later, the situation appeared to become far more serious. Something struck the roof above her, and a moving light appeared outside. The tension increased as it began to feel as though an unknown presence was circling the wagon and trying to approach the place where she was hiding.
Someone just hit the roof. Fuck. Fuck. Are they looking for somebody? They're not looking for me. There's a movie outside. They're behind me now.
The video ended abruptly, but fortunately Dee escaped the area safely. Viewers suggested the large structure may have been a bald eagle nest, while a nearby gun range could explain the distant boom. Even so, neither theory clearly explains the impact on the roof or the moving light outside. So what was circling Dee's shelter that night? On May 31st of 2026, creator Dustin Frazier returned to an abandoned property in the Appalachian Mountains. A previous video filmed at the location had gone viral on TikTok after viewers spotted something visible through a window that Dustin had completely overlooked while recording. This time he came back prepared and hoped to find out what had appeared inside that window. However, he would not remain on the property for very long. Almost immediately after stepping onto the grounds, a nearby sound made him stop.
I swear I just heard a whistle.
A whistle had come from somewhere close within the property. Despite the warning, Dustin continued toward the building he intended to investigate. After settling inside one of the abandoned structures, he began asking questions. Moments later, the building seemed to respond in a way he had not expected.
In 800 feet, turn left. Turn right. Turn right.
A growling sound came from an unknown location. Whistles then seemed to surround him, coming from several different directions. Dustin quickly gathered his belongings, left the structure before anything else could happen, and never looked back as he made his way out. Abandoned buildings can distort echoes, making whistles and growls seem to come from several directions. Even so, the timing of the sounds is difficult to ignore. What do you think Dustin heard inside that property? He had already fled this section of the forest once before. When he came back carrying an infrared camera, he hoped to finally get some answers. Instead, the device recorded something that made the area seem even more unsettling. In February 2024, the YouTuber behind Novice Wild Camper ventured deep into a nearby forest for a hammock camping trip. He revisited the same place where he had previously fled after unknown objects were thrown in his direction. This time, he carried an infrared camera to help detect anything concealed within the darkness.
And you can choose different versions of how you want to see it. So you can have white hot or red hot or different color combinations. Thermal images I will show you later, obviously, when it is dark. Now ideally you should have it mounted on a tripod to keep it stable, just because it's better picture quality.
Behind me, see, where's that log show warm? He's back. What is that? What is that? There was another mouse eating something. So I keep seeing loads of mice and things dotted about. Nothing around there. What is that? There's two fucking handprints. Just put my torch on. That wasn't there 2 seconds ago. I swear that wasn't there. There's two. I keep seeing like a flash of light. It's like as the camera comes around, it disappears. See there? Look, back to my hammock. That's freaked me out. That's hands. What the fuck's that behind it? It's like moving behind the tree. Fuck.
Even with the additional equipment, he wasn't ready for what eventually appeared on the camera. The infrared footage revealed what looked like fresh handprints on a nearby tree, as if someone had pressed their hands against it only moments before. Infrared cameras are able to detect heat differences that standard cameras often cannot capture.
There's another fucking hand mark on there.
In the pitch black, just using the thermal camera and watching. The other one points left. And those marks on the tree were in front of me. So they're on a big tree that's in front of the hammock. They're not there now. I just had a look with the thermal camera. So it's been considerably quieter here than last time. There's just been a couple of weird instances like that. The hand marks. There was something behind the tree that you could see moving, and I couldn't quite make it out. And if I put the torch on, everything just disappeared.
A recent touch can sometimes leave a temporary warm imprint, but the footage alone cannot determine what created it. Had another person been standing near his campsite, or was something even stranger lurking in the forest? A black cat seemed to lead 3 investigators farther into a haunted forest. Every time they followed it, they found something even more unsettling. Was the animal trying to help them, or lure them toward danger? In February 2018, YouTuber Mo Sargi returned to the Haunted Witch Forest with CJ and Oh My Gosh TV. They intended to spend the night inside a creepy shack they had discovered during an earlier investigation. This time, however, something appeared to be drawing them deeper into the woods.
Back to another video. Today I'm joined with CJ. And I'm joined with Oh My Gosh TV. You guys know me and CJ a while ago, we did the clown school bus. We stayed the night. We found that shack in the middle of the woods, and it had some really scary things happening inside of it. And we're gonna spend the night in that haunted ass shack. Are you ready?
It's cold, brother.
Guys, I kid you not, this kitty has been following us everywhere.
Well, I wonder why.
Hey, here kitty. Come here. Are you possessed by Tom? Yo, Tom, my boy?
We walked about a mile and she was way back there and she followed us.
Actually, I don't want to touch it. CJ accidentally peed on this.
A cat started guiding the group toward a series of unsettling discoveries. It first led them to bones hanging from a fence, in a way that seemed connected to some type of ritual. More bones were scattered across the surrounding forest.
It's like a ritual, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like some kind of ritual.
Bones on the fence? Yeah, there's bones on the fence.
Yeah. This is creepy.
You think that's human?
Dude, I don't know. What if it is?
Bro, it's growing fungus on it too. Don't touch that.
Might be a pelvis.
I'm not an expert in bones, but please let me know in the comments what the heck that is.
Dude, this cat will not leave us alone. I think it's leading us somewhere.
Each time the group followed the cat, it stopped beside another bone. Its behavior made it seem as though the animal was deliberately pointing out objects hidden among the trees.
Oh, she just led us to some bones.
A bone.
Kitty!
What the heck?
What is that?
I don't know, but the cat led us right to it.
Ew, we should definitely follow the cat. Yo, this pussy knows its way around the jungle.
What if she leads us into a cat though? That's right. Yeah, dude, that's a good point.
I'm gonna follow it.
Oh, another bone.
Another bone? Are you for real?
Oh my god.
She literally just found us. Is it a he or a she?
I don't know.
Hey, flip over, roll over.
Whoa, whoa. She's leading us to different
She just found another bone. Hey, kitty, can we see that bone? Bro, what the f?
Hey. Excuse me. Oh, okay. No.
Hey, kitty. I know you probably have pee on you, but it's okay. I got gloves on.
After leaving the main trail to keep following it, they found what appeared to be a very large human bone. They had not noticed it during their previous visit. Later, while Mo explored alone near a creek, he started hearing frightening sounds. The first noise reminded him of a witch. Soon afterward, screams echoed from somewhere deep within the forest.
I could swear it sounded like there was a witch over there or some shit like that. What the hell is that? Did you guys just hear that? What? I know. What the f is that?
The scream sounded unlike anything he had heard before. It resembled the voice of a female zombie, and the sound was followed by a dog barking nearby.
I heard a dog bark and then a female scream, but it was a scary sounding female. It was like a zombie female scream. Yo, real talk, I have never heard anything like that before in my life.
No.
What the hell was that?
I know that. It didn't sound like an animal.
It sounded like it was... That's a cat.
There's someone talking back there, guys.
Shut up, kitty. Stop walking.
Wants to rubber pee on you. I'm getting nervous already, guys.
Bro, when I went through that way, I was getting some mad vibes in there. I don't want to split up anymore.
No, I don't want to either, dude.
It sounded like it was coming from the bus. I'm ready to punch someone if anything just comes at me. That damn cat keeps following us.
I feel like we're being watched, dude.
I know, I literally feel like we're being watched. I feel like we're surrounded.
It's weird.
I feel like by the time we spot whatever it is, it's gonna be too late.
There's the bus.
There's the bus. This is getting very real and very dangerous right now. Okay, this is the bus. Yeah.
When the group reached the bus, a loud noise suddenly happened outside the camera's view. It startled the cat as well, and whatever caused it appeared to run off into the darkness.
What was that? That was loud as hell. Even the kitty got scared. Some loud noise happened.
Dude, I thought you guys were over here. No, I heard a noise over here. I heard something hit here and something ran off.
Dude, that was loud as hell, man. I wish. This is the second time something's happened. I haven't been recording.
I'm freaked out right now, you guys. I kid you not. I wasn't rolling, no.
I wasn't rolling, no.
It was like we had heard two heavy footsteps on that side of the tree.
Whoa. Bro, there's a freaking trap right there. Look at that.
What do you mean?
Dude, there's a hole underneath here.
Dude, be careful. That could be a booby trap.
That's what we stepped on.
We stepped on that. Yo, it got covered up.
What is that? Oh, dude, yeah, I'm telling you.
Careful. We stepped on that, but it wasn't covered by leaves when we stepped on it.
Dude, there's a giant hole underneath there.
It's like a mattress.
The cat continued acting strangely. It stared toward things the investigators could not see, and raised its tail as though it had sensed something dangerous nearby.
Kitty, guys, that cat literally just saw something.
That's weird.
What do you see? I know, I heard something. Yeah. What do you see?
Whoa.
I heard something in the bush and she's looking. Bro, this cat's here to help us. Holy shit, there it is. Oh my god. That is the scariest thing I have ever seen. You heard that too, huh?
Yeah. Listen. Bro, there's no airplanes up there.
What the f is going on right now?
Hell, dude.
It did it twice.
I never heard any airplanes do that before. Yeah. I could be wrong. Not like that, though.
Eventually, the animal led them to the cabin. Inside, the situation became even more unsettling. A skeleton was now lying on the bed, although it had not been there during their first investigation.
CJ?
Shit, what?
That wasn't there the last time we were here.
What?
That skeleton thing.
Oh shit, dude, it's like on the bed. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
That wasn't there. This was here.
What about this old creepy picture, too?
There's something crazy.
Maybe there's something under the mattress. Or in the mattress.
Oh, that head says 666 on it.
Omar, don't move. There's a spider web right above you.
Dude, that does.
Yeah, that head said 666 on it.
Oh shit.
Look at that, guys. I don't even want to get close to that, but it does say 666.
That's so freaking creepy. Look, this is the creepiest head I've ever seen.
The black cat repeatedly returned to the bed where the skeleton had appeared. Once again, it seemed to be directing their attention towards something specific.
Where's the cat going? The cat likes that bed.
Bro.
Yeah, she does like the bed.
She likes the bed for some reason. What's underneath there? You see anything on there? Kitty, what's under the bed?
I can't even see him like
I can't even know.
Oh, she's coming to me.
Let me know if you spot.
Look, a little cat came right in my camera. I think she likes me. But that door definitely opened, and we were all towards the front of this cabin right now.
We were literally just about to leave this place, and the door opened, cracked open, and we heard it. So we came back.
So weird, man.
I don't know. Let's get the hell out of here, boys.
We get the hell out of here too, man. We're just kind of pushing our luck being back there a second time. You know what I mean?
No one knows what the cat was trying to show them or why it led them to so many bones throughout the witch forest. The new skeleton, the screams from the trees, and the animal following them everywhere made it seem like either a guardian or a warning. Cats can hear faint sounds and detect slight movements that people may completely miss. Even so, that does not explain why this one repeatedly guided the group toward unsettling discoveries. Was it protecting them from something in the forest, or leading them closer to whatever was hidden there? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story, share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.